Welcome to Belly Dance with Derwen. I'm Derwen and we will have a look at hip 8 today, and they're the horizontal ones we'll have a look at. So, you can keep your feet hip width apart, and just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, this is the horizontal hip 8. Just a small one, you can also make it bigger. But this is the hip 8, the horizontal one. So we draw an 8. It's as if you can see the 8 from when you look downwards. You draw the 8 with the hips from one side to the other. So basically what you do, you shift, you always keep your hips level. So you don't tilt them in any direction, neither to the sides nor to the back or front. So you really always keep your hips level, but you twist them. So if you haven't yet had a look at hip twists, go and check out that video. It's a fundamental movement too, which is fundamental for the hip 8. So, in the hip 8, we have the hip twist. Then we push our hip to the front, kind of swipe it back, and then to the other side. To the other side. Back to the other side. Back to the other side. Back to the other side. And as you can see, now I'll do it really small. It's always the hip twist, then you push, you kind of, as if you once again get the honey out of the jar, like, ooh, yeah. Then you have the hips twisted again, you push it in the other direction, right to the front, get the honey out of the jar again. And so on. So from the side, you don't really go to the front or to the back, it's all in one line. Of course, with the hip twist, the hips themselves, they twist, as the name says, in the 8. But as you can see, there's nothing like this going on and nothing like this going on. It's really all in one level. And also here, you can make them super small. If you keep your feet together, for example, you can also do the movement like this. Or if you want to place your feet very wide apart, you can also do that. Now note that the upper body stays. Of course, it's not super solid, like, ooh, just rock solid, but it stays, as you can see, more or less. If you imagine there were a table here or a wall here, if you only saw the upper body, you wouldn't see that the hip were making hip 8s. Fantastic. Fantastic. So now, this was only the one from the front to the back. Now let's reverse it from the back to the front. So here you really turn from the back to the front. So again, it's basically the same movement, just the other way around, of course. So also here, you twist your hips, then you push them backwards, then kind of scratch out the honey jar, scrape out the honey jar, and then the hip is twisted again. You push it to the back, scrape out the honey jar, and so on. Let me know if that metaphor actually resonates with you, to scrape out the honey jar. For me it really does, like scrape it out, get all that honey there. So now something to be aware of in this movement, especially the one coming from the back. If you make your these circles really big, be aware of its impact on the knee joint. That's really important. So you might want to move your leg along with the hip movement. So that could look like this, right? You kind of turn in your leg. It might at first glance not look as pretty as if you just keep the hips steady on the floor, the feet steady on the floor. But I can guarantee you that your knee joints will be so much happier if you actually turn in the feet along with this movement. You'll find out for yourself what movement your knee joints prefer. Just know that that is a very important movement to take care of your knees. You'll find out. So, this was, or is, still is, the lovely, lovely hip 8, horizontal hip 8.